Yo guys, 3900 here to show off my PS1 collection. Start out, I want to show Parasite Eve, Disc 1. I do not have Disc 2, I don't have the booklet, I don't have the manual. Sucks. But I got Disc 1 for... Sorry about that, my beanie was annoying me. I got Disc 1 for $3, so I can't complain. Next up is Resident Evil 2, which I have Leon's disc right there, and I think Claire right there. Claire Redfield, I think. She's Chris's sister, isn't she? I can't remember now. And then I have Resident Evil, the director's cut right here. I know I don't have original cases for these. It really sucks, but you know I gotta do what I gotta do with. Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger together. Which is in Final Fantasy Chronicles. Now each one of these games has its own separate disc. Right there, you know, Chrono Trigger, and then Final Fantasy IV. But the booklet is one booklet, which is pretty awesome. I love these kind of cases where they're, you know, they're double-sided like that, or you know have more. It's supposed to hold more than one disc. I love that, and you know, finding this Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger, I found this at Goodwill for $6. That was an awesome find. I've got lucky there quite a few times with another PS1 game actually that I'm going to be showing soon. Well, pretty soon. Final Fantasy VIII. Now, the case is beat up. I don't know if you can actually see that. There's a crack right there. Some cracks on the back. But I actually got this for free from a friend. And, you know, that is awesome because I love, you know, my friend's awesome for that. You know, he knew I was a big game collector. And he also plays games. And he is like that, too. I mean, you know, he wants physical copies and all that. But, you know, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. And just, he gave it to me. So I was pretty, you know, I was overly happy about that. Free Final Fantasy VIII, complete. I mean, it's so amazing. And then more recently, I actually picked up Final Fantasy IX, which is such an awesome Final Fantasy game. I love this thing to death. Oh my god, Final Fantasy IX is such an awesome game. You guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but Final Fantasy 13 is actually one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I started with Final Fantasy 13. That's what got me into the series. So that's why I have a special love for it. But, you know, this game is so amazing. I love it so much. And there's just a lot of things in this game that are good. Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8 is an awesome game. Love having the PS1 version. Just totally awesome. It's Mega Man. Rayman. You know, we all know Rayman. Rayman's an awesome game. Platformer and all that. Activision Classic Games. Theirs includes 30 games in this. I can't read them, but Pitfall is one of them, and that makes everything better because I love Pitfall to death. Pitfall is such an amazing game. I mean, it really is. Like, Pitfall is my #1 like Atari game ever. It was the game I played a heck ton of lot when I was a kid. Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. It's a fighting game with all like the Dragon Ball characters in there. Awesome though, because I love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and all that. So awesome to have. Digimon Rumble Arena. I love me some Digimon Rumble Arena. Not original case, but I do have the booklet and the disc is in pretty good shape. And you know, it's a fighting game. It's a good one. They came with, you know, they went out to make, I guess it was Digimon Rumble Arena 2 on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, which I own no version of that, period, but this is definitely a good game. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. I used to be a big Scooby-Doo fan, and this is a pretty decent game. I haven't played it in many years, but it is a good game. And it's Scooby-Doo. I mean, I don't care how old you are, Scooby-Doo is still a cool thing. Monster Rancher, Hop About. this is actually a game where you actually have to hop through a level to get to the ending of it, and some of these levels can be really freaking difficult, and I love that though, because it proves to be a really big challenge, and I actually miss playing this game as a kid. I played a lot of this as a kid. I mean a lot of this. I actually really miss playing it. It's something I may have to go back and play. I mean, who was I? Suezo? Is his name Suezo, I think? The guy with the eyeball. I think it's Suezo. I used to be Suezo all the time. Pro Pinball Big Race USA. Or maybe I read that wrong. No, I read that right. You know, it's a pinball game that is kind of like car themed. Honestly, someone picked this up for me thinking it was a racing game, and then it turned out to be a pinball game. But that is actually perfectly fine with me because I love pinball games too. Very arcade feel to it, and it's very, very awesome. There's actually some different pinball games as well. The web. That seems cool. So anyway, next up is Crash Bandicoot and Crash Bandicoot 2. I am not a big Crash Bandicoot fan, but it's very awesome to have these with me. Very sweet. You know, as a collector, I always love having, you know, just well talked about games and stuff that everyone has loved. And I mean, it's not that I don't like Crash Bandicoot, but I'm not as big as a fan. I was more of that, I'll just actually show the 3 games. And this seemed to be like a competition between them, I think. But they were, you know, both big name brands back in the day. And still are. I mean, you know, you ask somebody about the names and you get quite a bit said. I mean, like, developer-wise, who developed the games. You know, Naughty Dog. And then you had Insomniac, who made the Spyro the Dragon series, which I freaking love. I mean, Spyro the Dragon is my game. Like, I love these things so much. You know, you kind of have a battle between Crash Bandicoot and Spyro fans, and I was a Spyro person back in the day. I still am, actually. Sorcerer's Maze. This is actually a really cool puzzle game that I really like. I love it. Like, it's so absurdly random because you don't think it'd be interesting because it's just one of those random games you find, but it really is an awesome puzzle game that I highly recommend everyone check into. Darkstone, a game I personally haven't played very much of. My memory card couldn't handle the blocks. It needed 6 blocks, and my memory card just couldn't handle that because I already had so many games full. And this is when I was a kid. You know, I haven't popped it in my PS3 before, ever. But maybe it's something I'll get into one of these days. I'm still happy to have it, though. Oh, that's where that is. Okay. Mega Man Legends, complete, very awesome. I grew up on this game, renting it. I think I rented the 64 version more than the PS1 copy, or I may have always rented the 64 copy. But this is so awesome because I really love Mega Man Legends. The game is awesome, so kind of different, and you have all those upgrades too. I just, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I just ripped some plastic that had been on the case forever. Like, you know how they used to stuff, like, the seal on top and they put the wrapping around the side, the tape? I just got that off of here, and wow, there's that leopard. Anyway, so, you know, Mega Man Legends is something amazing. You have so many different weapons. You have the blaster, the sword, all that stuff. 3D game. Awesome 3D game at that. This game, Mega Man Legends, is amazing. We all know Mega Man Legends is amazing. And while I'm talking about it, my friend who gave me the Final Fantasy VIII case, whenever I opened that case, Mega Man Legends 2 was also inside of it. I flipped shit, like, holy fucking crap. But okay, the disc is like scratched the hell and back, but I'm okay. You know, it's a free freaking Mega Man Legends too. How could you not be happy with that? But, you know, awesomeness. Like, I haven't played very much of this. Like, I played like 2 minutes because I just want to see if it worked. I haven't sat down to actually try to enjoy it because I haven't played the first one in such a long time. I really want to play through the first one before jumping into this. But I'm looking forward to the day I do jump into this. Fix the Adventure. Very interesting game. I didn't get very far into this because my memory card actually didn't have enough space to save, which really sucked at the time because, you know, I really wanted to play this, but it kind of turned me off from the game after that, which really sucks, but it's an interesting game. Here's something I actually picked up pretty recently. I guess it's been months ago now, but it was earlier this year. I go to my local, not really local, out of town usual game hunting store, and they had a game sitting there on the shelf like this. It's called Eternal Eyes, and it was like $3. I was like, or maybe it was even $2. I can't remember. I think it was $3. But I was like, what is that? So they pull it out, and I see this, and I'm like, okay, you're rated E. You look interesting, nice cover. What are you? Turn you around. It's like a cutesy wootsy RPG. It's like something you see, like, it's even worse than Disgaea looking. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Disgaea is amazing. I love that series so much. But, you know, Disgaea has its funny moments and kind of like cutesy. I guess I can't say cutesy. It's more adult oriented in a way, but, well, not really teenager oriented. But, you know, this is an RPG, which I found to be very interesting and different, but very awesome because I love RPGs. This was an awesome find for me. I mean, it really was. This, like, made my day. Next 3 games I'm just going to show. These are the last ones, and that is the Digimon series. I used to have the book for this one. Actually, I still do. It's just torn. This one, I never had the book for, and this one's complete. This one I actually enjoy, but I never actually got to being a ultimate Digimon. It just never happened for me. Something I want to play and something I want to get into. It's just, it's difficult for me, honestly. Digimon 2, Turn the Table. This was more like a, take like a Tamagotchi thing and then turn it into a Digimon and turn it into this. Good game though. I mean, it was a good game, don't get me wrong. But Digimon World 2 turned into an RPG type of game, and that was awesome. Collect your Digimon, Digivolve them. You can fuse them together to help with stats and whatnot. I think you can also fuse them to get different Digimon as well, which I found, was also very, very cool. But Digimon World 2, guys, one of my favorite games on the PS1. And I think it might actually be better than Digimon World 3, in my opinion. I really love this game, but Digimon World 2 was amazing. And this, I've actually put quite a few hours into. I did that like whole training on Divermon thing at the beginning. So I'm like 40-some hours into this with a level 40 or 41 Digimon, which is very awesome because I love that, being overpowered and being a grinding person. But, you know, Digimon World 3, awesome game. Anyway, though, guys, that is the end for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have recommendations, please share them in the comments. I would love to hear recommendations. And that is not only for PS1. If you have any recommendations for any system, please hit me with that. Like this video. Subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this, collection videos, top 10s, top 5s, reviews as well, because I do reviews, and Let's Plays. Yeah, also Let's Plays. And make sure to share my video. It helps me out a lot as a small YouTuber. And I will catch all you guys later. So, see ya.